Hey everybody, Papa here. We're doing another trip to Menards. Actually, this is a different store. It's just Menard. All right, it's Papa here. This time around, we're going to take another look at a Menards. This time I'm in Quincy, Illinois. We'll see what they have today. Let's go in. As you'll see here, they have a halfway decent selection of rolling stock. This one I like a lot because I'm a big fan of Chicago and Northwestern, being from the Chicago area. They have a few of the different ones, flat cars that have vehicles on them. Hey, a Skittles car. They also have a couple of M&Ms. They have the green one here. And way in the back row, they've got a blue one. They also have the flat car with the M&M's bus down there. They have some of the flat car 2-packs. They only had, I think, 3 or 4 of them here. A military box car. That's a hard to find one. Tide car. They had a lot of these military vans on the flat cars. The single and 3-prong wall plugs. A nice Jack Links van. The track inspection kit. And a few of the $5.99 vans. Now let's take a look at some of the buildings. They've got a couple of Arby's, a couple of the M&M UFO, the Country Suites Hotel. If you want yourself a nuclear power plant, or just a standard power plant, I'd like to add that one to my layout. The Veteran Sash building. There's the War of the Worlds. This one was plugged in, but it wasn't working. There's the nice duplex. I like this one. It's got a lot of good detail to it. The Root Beer Brewery. And of course, the new diner. The Red Owl was actually $20 off the regular price. There's a couple of Schneider buildings. They had a few pieces of the coal cars. And look at this. They didn't have any, but they had the Piggly Wiggly at 50% off. A couple of the new pieces also were available. Gamer and Thrones. The Dog Food Factory. The theater. They had a Tide factory. They've got the hospital. Police station buried in the back. The church. They had some of these flats. A decent selection of track. This is a nice piece that... Whoops! I got it upside down. It's the O-gauge to tubular to fast track piece. Those are only $5. That's a good deal. Some 30-inch pieces. A nice selection of all your different curve radiuses. Here's the Amtrak station. And for you HO guys, a really nice selection of all the different HO stuff. One of the larger selections that I've seen in quite a while. Most stores only have a few pieces. Even though this M&M UFO is HO gauge, I think it would work well on my layout. And in the next aisle, they have the Christmas stuff. I show this because there's a lot of guys that like to use some of these pieces on their layout. Some of the street lights work well. And if you're doing just a Christmas layout, a lot of these pieces will work. I found this one to be kind of interesting. And finally, I go to the $4.99 bin. They had a nice selection here. They had a few of the Menards vans with the forklifts that don't belong in here. So hey, buy one and save $1. Okay, I'm all done here at Menards. It's time for me to get back to work. You guys have a wonderful night. And as always, choo-choo.